to another match here between
That's right.
seriOsity and TerrOr. That's going to be on Gladiator. So definitely a map where you can pull some early game shenanigans, like maybe 2-gate, because you've got that high ground over the main base. Maybe that's something that seriOsity choose to go for. But I don't know. This is a much bigger map than Sylphid.
Yeah.
Somehow actually managed to win that game against Nyoken, so maybe he chooses to go for him again.
Yeah, seriOsity, the momentum behind him. Let's see if it can carry him into the round of 16. It'd certainly be, I don't want to say an upset, but I'm open to suggestions. Let's see what's going to happen in our last game.
Let's call things, you know, what they are. I mean, he's just made it to the BSL for the first time, and we've got players as established as Nyoken, as TerrOr, as Gorinich. You know, you wouldn't. seriOsity isn't the first person you would think of when saying, all right, these guys are making it out of this group, right? So it's really doing wonders here for him that he's actually managed to win that game against Nyoken. I'm really looking forward to this game against TerrOr, because this, you know, this is a different beast. TerrOr is a different beast. He plays a completely different style, and we're going to see how seriOsity actually approaches this particular game.
Well, here we go. We are into our last game of Group A in the bottom right-hand corner in the purple. Playing Terran, it's TerrOr. The Terran in the bottom right.
And his opponent in the top right, having just beaten Nyoken, one of the original OGs of Terran play. He's another American, Alexander Yera. He's seriOsity, the Blue Protoss. That one was a 6 out of 10. That intro was...
I've heard better, but I know you have it in you. I believe next time you got this.
All right. There's not going to be another time. I'm going to get fired for singing that. Don't stop believing.
That is a high possibility. So, let's figure out what to expect here, because seriOsity, like, so he's moving on. He's getting to this final game, but now he's got to face TerrOr, and like slapping down Nyoken, like, wow, you know, crazy. But TerrOr, like, I mean, he's a whole nother animal. You got to play against a completely different style of player, and you're not playing NA to NA ping anymore. You got to go down to South America. So all I'm trying to say is anything can happen. It's a best of one to advance on to the round of 16.
Yeah, it all comes down. It feels like everything comes down to the fact that this is a best of one format, because it doesn't feel like Nyoken will be making the same mistakes in another, you know, in a best of 3, right? Because fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me, right? That kind of mentality is what most people adopt when playing in a best of 3, and that's definitely a format that favorites are more comfortable playing, you know, an extended series rather than a best of 1. But that's the magic of Brood War. We actually get these best of 1s more often than not. Like if you watch, I don't know, StarCraft 2, if you watch any other esport, those best of 1s don't really happen as much, right? And this is the magic of Brood War. This is what we used to. This is how things have always been done, and those best of 1s are, you know, a vital part of competitive StarCraft here.
Talking about the map a little bit here, also a vital part of StarCraft. Scouting, directions, and timings do definitely matter. TerrOr will scout his opponent basically last, and so you will not have any information. So it's a cold, dark world out there. But he's not going for anything crazy. He's just going to be going, I believe, 1-1-1 against seriOsity. I want to see if he does go for the starport here.
No, he's going to be a siege expand.
Are you sure? Okay, obviously you're sure about that. I was really hoping that he would go for you know, something like really aggressive, like get that one base action on. But I never see that work out well. But I'm still always hopeful for it.
Well, I'm actually really surprised that he's going for more than 2 Marines, because he's still producing them. He's actually pulling
How many are you supposed to stop at?
Like usually you go for like 2 and then expand, but he's just put LCVs back into the gas, so he's probably going to be going for a bit of aggression here. Or this might be a response to the fact that he's only just scouted his opponent, and now upon confirming, yeah, that was probably reactionary. The fact that he was building more Marines, because usually you stop on 2. You stop at 2, sorry. And
well, now he's at 4 Marines, I mean, so that's already quite a few.
He's still making them. He's at 5.
Oh, wow, yeah, you're right.
Harvesting gas. He's not getting the command center. So this is going to be some shenanigans coming out of the Peruvian Terran here.
I love it. Okay, all right, this is super cool. So
He's going for mines.
yeah, oh, good. I get my wish after all. It wasn't quite the aggression I was thinking of, hoping for, but we still get it, and I love it because this is really going to put the pressure on seriOsity. Show not only like you have to win the straight up macro game against Nyoken, now you got to take on the TerrOr Terran.
Yeah, we'll see how it works. It feels a bit like a fake double, but you know, it's
Yeah.
a delayed fake double because I'm used to the 10-10 fake double that Flash plays a lot. Because it feels like the strongest version. Obviously, it can counter everything in StarCraft, so there's obviously a counter to the 10-10. But yeah, it feels like this is what TerrOr is going for. He's going to stop at one tank. So this is another thing that's slightly different. I feel like most Terrans prefer to play fake double with 2 tanks. But obviously, this is a slightly different timing. But yeah, this is exactly what this is. He's going for vultures. He's getting the command center. We'll see if seriOsity is actually fooled. He's got 3 Dragoons in his natural. We'll see what the micro looks like here. But I'm really surprised that he wasn't out on the map trying to spot for this.
Yeah, this is...
learn that the Terran is pushing.
It's going to be super strong. Obviously, Dragoons, you can start to deal a little bit of damage, but you want that to start across the map, not when you're already at home. Because look at that. There's already mines, actually a good focus fire down on that first mine, second mine coming down, probes being pulled. They're going to be heading off towards that tank, so pulling back. Nyoken is going to lose quite a few Marines and that Vulture. So the timing here is kind of fading out, but has this really done enough damage? I don't think so.
No, I don't think so. Those mines are not placed in such a way as to contain the Protoss player in as well. He's going for a hidden third in the top left.
Ooh, I love it. That's actually so cool. So you put on like a super hyper aggressive build, expand at a normal timing, but you're double expanding behind that. That's pretty sexy.
Oh, that mine!
Oh, big mine hit. Takes out 2 Dragoons. Beautiful. Really going to help TerrOr out, especially as he tries to defend his natural against the push with that hidden third out there on the map.
Yeah, so TerrOr is still applying pressure with those vultures, still not letting up on the aggression. That's exactly what he needs to do to protect that third base on the left, protect it from being scouted, to protect it from being, you know, just straight out killed. Because as soon as seriOsity gets a bit of freedom out on the map and he confirms how much there is in the natural, how much there is maybe in the main if he gets... Is he going for observers actually?
Just now. He's about to pop one out.
So as soon as he confirms how much there is in the main base in the natural, he could try and he could start suspecting that maybe there's something going on the map. That's 400 minerals missing, basically.
Yeah, right? I mean sometimes that 400 minerals is like just in vultures, right? You're not going to scout the vulture army, right?
Yeah.
So like sometimes you can say, okay, maybe that's running around out there, but in this case, it's not. And so TerrOr is taking a little bit of a gamble here, but I love this this energy. It's fantastic. TerrOr getting out there and already taking both an aggressive, an active aggressive, and then an aggressive economic play right behind it too. This is really cool to see.
So seriOsity still hasn't really confirmed what his opponent is doing. He's only now sending out his first observer, and he's still a bit apprehensive about moving out with his Dragoons there, because he's keeping them all back at home in case there's a vulture run by. But still, I mean, you pushed back the initial aggression. You've got Dragoons, you've got observers. You can at least send a couple of out, try and clear out mines. But he's being extremely defensive here. He's only now getting into the main base. Oh wait, did he actually lose his observer? No, he's there. Sorry, I missed it. I lost it. Sorry.
I was like, how do you lose an observer this fast? Like, if you lose your observer at 7:30, like, you're trying.
I mean, there's only one turret. Yeah.
Like, unless you just really want to scout what's in the center of that turret, good luck, my dude. I guess sometimes you can go for is that allowed? Where you do the observer trick, where you position it right above a turret, and the turret stops firing?
Yeah, I suppose. I mean, I don't think we have an official rule set for the BSL that would rule out the possibility of players doing that.
Okay, all right. Well, okay, no fun allowed here in the BSL. You can't do the observer trick. But yeah, probably a good idea. Not that you would really ever see it ever. It's not really a big...
Do you want to risk it? What if you mess it up and you lose your first observer? Oh.
Yeah. Ah, well. Well, anyway, the point is that The hidden third base is still hidden. So badass that TerrOr is going for this, and it's paying off. Although there is a little observer heading across the map. Is he gonna go scout it? This would be huge if he does. Is he really gonna go all the way over there?
Yep, it looks like it.
Here we go.
He's turning. He knows something's up.
Hey, there it is. Surprise! There's a base here. And now seriOsity knows he's gotta go.
Well, that base hasn't actually managed to pay for itself, so I mean, this is really good that seriOsity actually managed to pick up on it this quickly, because it could have gone, like, things could have gotten out of control.
Yeah.
TerrOr is only now adding his additional factories there. I don't believe he actually has. Oh no, wait, there's an armory in the bottom right, just tucked away in the corner, +1 attack spinning away.
So now you gotta lift and go. Hopefully you save the SCVs here, or maybe you just let them die so that they can mine. But yeah, here we are. We're lifting out, heading out. And I think the command center, is that okay here?
It depends on whether the other Dragoons actually move across the map, because he could intercept, but I don't think the 4 Dragoons, well, maybe actually they're Dragoons, they like kill everything. They deal so much damage. I mean, look at them. This is ridiculous. Who designed this game, please?
Wait, why is he moving the... Yeah, you run it away. Oh my god. If he can save the command center here, I think it's still pretty worth. Because
he can't. I don't think he can. There's more Dragoons coming across the map.
Yeah, I mean, there are a bunch of mines here, but yeah, not in the way to save the command center. So yeah, the command center's going to go down. So overall, it was a cool idea. I don't know if that totally paid off for TerrOr.
Actually, a couple of mines connected at the top. I only killed 1 Dragoon, so definitely not worth it. Definitely not the kind of trade that the Terran player was going for. And now seriOsity is getting his own third base. It's just been walled off, so no chance of any vultures running in and killing any workers there. What are the upgrades like for the Protoss player? I don't see any forges. He's going up into Arbiters once again, so he's probably going to see a forge be put down relatively soon. But seriOsity really needs to defend now. There's a DT clearing out tanks. He's just got his second kill.
That DT is so sick. Oh my god, that's the sniper DT. Mission accomplished. And even though there's some blue goo from the tanks, the Zealots are on top of him now, and I think TerrOr's going to lose everything.
Oh my god, seriOsity with the right engagements here.
Is it him? Is this him? The seriOsity? Like, I'm watching. I really like what I see. He's got a third base up behind it. Might want to send some probes over there. He's got a bunch of gateways pumping away. More hero DTs being produced, and Arbiters just about to come out.
Yeah, TerrOr is now only just finishing his third base, or his fourth base that would be, or his base that would be his fourth if he hadn't lost his third. Only going into a starport now, got +1 attack, still spinning away, about to finish. There we go, got through it. Still on 5 factories. I mean, I'm not liking this position for TerrOr here. It's definitely not where you would want to be as a Terran player. He's got no defense against recall, and that's definitely on the table in the near future.
Yeah, I mean, it's gonna be stasis first, but yeah, you're right. Recall is definitely a big thing to think about. Just now, the third base going to come up for TerrOr, so obviously getting that back up and running. He did steal some extra SCVs from that hidden third, but I mean, realistically, yeah, he might be a little bit behind. Man, this is such a sick last game. seriOsity really, I don't want to say overperforming, but really impressing in these last couple versus Terran games.
Yeah, I mean, he didn't deliver in the first game. Definitely, I think we can agree that Greenwich completely outclassed seriOsity on that first. In that first game on Gladiator, but then, you know, seriOsity coming back with a very solid TVP against Nyoken, and now it feels like this TVP is a little bit more crisp from seriOsity. Like, he's not making the same mistakes he was in the early in his game against Nyoken. Obviously, we haven't really got as far in this particular game as we had in the previous one, or as we did in the previous one. So we're going to have to wait and see when he takes that top left base, when he starts adding those production facilities in that top left base as well. Providing, of course, Terran survives up until that point, because I'm telling you, seriOsity is getting quite far ahead. But once again, the one thing that he's behind on are those upgrades, or at least that's how I feel, because I can't really see any forges. So there has to be one. Yep. Okay, it's at the third. He's got +1, about 3/4 done.
Yeah, he might have +1 by the time he needs it to actually like fight with it. But right now, it's infrastructure time. He's getting up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 gates in his main. Did he build anywhere else? No. So he's just going to be on 8 gates off 3 bases, teching up as well. So we're in a pretty good place, and especially if this if 4th Nexus can get up and running, we're all right.
Yeah, but TerrOr is going to be playing a very defensive game. As you can see, he's now getting ready for that recall in the main base. And another crucial thing to mention here is that he doesn't have a second armory, or at least I can't see one. So he's only got he's only got +2 attack on the way right now.
Huh.
So I don't think he's going to be able to push out, like, or at least not as confidently.
Well, the thing I'm worried about is more like defending this northern base, because eventually that's going to get recalled on, or a shuttle's going to drop something there. And do you really have enough to like both, keep your bases safe at home and attack the Protoss player? Because one of the big things that seriOsity used to a huge advantage is just taking every base on his side of the map. I don't know if TerrOr can stop him from doing that.
Yeah, but he hasn't done it just yet, and TerrOr is going up to 4 bases, and seriOsity is just powering on basically 3 Nexi. He's just getting his 4th now. It's a mineral only, but given how much freedom he has had on this map, and given how much freedom he had in the previous game, I would definitely want to see him take the top left base. It's another main base where you can put down production, get another avenue of attack, open up more pathways for yourself on the left-hand side. Maybe make it easier to deny bases from the Terran player, where the game to actually continue to that point where the Terran would want to expand to the left. I mean, I'm not sure. It feels like seriOsity is containing himself a little bit too much when he's got a lot of freedom out on the map. But we'll see. He did win the previous game, and he's definitely on the right track here as well.
Here we go. Pushing through a big minefield, clearing it out, and even though there's a vulture run by, it hasn't really hit just yet. So this is a big move by seriOsity. He's now taken complete map control. Maybe it's soft map control, but he's got it, right? He's got stuff out on the map, seeing things, doing things, and for TerrOr, he is just trying to right the ship after losing that hidden base. And I think he's done an excellent job. So both players have everything that they can want, right? Like TerrOr's got 4 bases, and seriOsity is going to be able to take the entire left-hand side of the map and keep these vultures on. Okay, he's just going to leave them there for later. Never mind.
Yeah, he's running his entire army after those 3 vultures in the top left. He's now being pulled back because there's another contingent of units moving towards his natural that have just now run back. But it feels like if you look at the 4th base of the Terran player and the 3rd base, there's a huge opening there. There's only like 3 tanks, and seriOsity is getting very close to being maxed out. He's at 180 supply, and it feels like he's just giving the Terran player a little bit too much freedom. Freedom that he should have himself made use of. Right? He's moving across the left-hand side of the map. It feels like he's wasting a bit of time. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, time is important. There's my platitude for the day. Because like, for seriOsity, he's maxed out. He's sitting on, was it +2 now? About to be +2.
Yeah, it's about to finish like 20-25 seconds. Yeah.
Okay, so what I'm trying to say is this +2 Protoss army, you run those zealots in, stuff's gonna die. And especially if he's able to like catch out science vessels like right here. Stasis soon. No.
Oh, that's a good EMP. Brilliant EMP.
Straight to the dome, catches 2 arbiters. Now there's still a third. Yeah, 3rd full energy arbiter is going to be able to come up here. Where's that stasis? Where's that stasis? Needs the stasis, and boom goes the dynamite. 3 tanks, but they're in the front. And man, I never understand this. Like when Protoss players stasis the front units, that's like a zealot wall. It protects the back units behind it. So I don't know about it.
It's worth mentioning that TerrOr actually went for +1 armor before going for +2 attack. So he's only now just getting +2. He's got +2 attack, spinning, +2 armor, not really. So definitely out of sync on those upgrades. He does have the money. He's got plenty
that's what
of
happens
units.
when you only have 1 armory. Like
no, he does have 2 now.
Wait, does he? Why?
Yeah.
Okay, there it is. Finally, the
it's spinning now as well.
Spinning.
Yeah.
So just started that one right at the same time that developed Kaidaran Core, which is the full name of that Arbiter Energy upgrade. Did not know that, but now we do. Starts for seriOsity. So seriOsity working on a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6th base of his own. And probably a 7th here in just a second. Yep, that 7th base probe is about to drop it down. There it goes. So seriOsity, an entire half of the map is his. What's he going to do with it?
Yeah,
Carriers, I think.
You think he's going to go into carriers?
Well, he just started +1 air weapons.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
Well, we're going to have to wait and see. I mean, he plays a slightly different style than what I'm used to on the European server, where if you have as much freedom as he did, you just go and take another main and put up a bunch of gateways there. So we're going to have to wait and see if this tech switch that you're talking of is definitely going to happen. I still think he's just going to stick to gateway units. And I don't know, maybe that +1 attack was a misclick. Maybe in case this game goes like 20 plus more minutes. Yeah. Yeah,
he's getting the observer speed too. I thought that was scout speed for a second. I was like, no, he didn't. But no, he actually didn't. So I mean, a maxed out Protoss army is like kind of bad because you want to be trading it away. Like Protoss units don't get better the longer they live.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was talking about. That he had an army ready to attack, and he wasn't pulling the trigger. That the 4th base was extremely open. Now look at how many turrets he has at the 4th base. TerrOr does. Look at the right side. It's ridiculous. There's more turrets than I've built in my entire life. Like, it feels like seriOsity could have broken that a couple of times because he was maxed out and TerrOr wasn't. He had like a 40 supply advantage probably. So it really hurts to see that he didn't make full use of that. But maybe he has a different plan. And there we go. We've got 2 more Stargates now being built in the main base of the Protoss player. So maybe that tech switch you were talking about is actually going to happen.
It's either that or scouts. So let's cross our fingers here.
Wishful thinking there.
It's for sure. It's a 2 HP Arbiter. Nice. The Arbiters, yeah, the control has not been perfect, but it's been, I think, good enough here. And especially trying to maintain control here in the middle of the map and stop TerrOr from getting a 5th base, moving into the bottom left-hand corner, wanting to take that for himself and kind of choke TerrOr out here. While, by the way, he's getting what we assume are carriers. Yeah, there's the fleet bacon coming down.
I think TerrOr has now figured out that he just simply needs to attack. He's maxed out. He's got +2 attack, +1 armor in his units, and seriOsity is out of position. Like his entire army is on the left-hand side. He's not in position to actually go for a counter-attack. And the TerrOr player is sieging up between the 3rd and the natural. This is going to hurt.
For seriOsity, he might not want to attack the army right now. I think he's going to try to circumvent it and either hit the 6th or the natural. Let's find out what he's going to do, because if he can pull TerrOr back, that buys so much time for these carriers to come out.
There's so many mines laid out.
Stasis on both. He actually stasis both of the science vessels, so there's actually no detection here, but the Arbiters are actually down. Nice storm on the southern side here, but Dragoons versus Mech, not a good way to fight, and so eventually this Protoss army is going to die. And that's it. Whoa!
Oh, wow.
What?
That was a bit anticlimactic.
All
right, well, looks like TerrOr's actually getting out of this group in 2nd place then.
Well then.
Well. So, well, yeah.
I feel like if I
anything
could
clever to say about this?
If I could combine the thinking emoji and the monocle emoji into one.
The thonking emoji?
Oh yeah, actually the thonk emoji is almost entirely what I'm feeling right now. That's my analysis, my emoji analysis right there for you guys. Wow. I actually thought we were going to have both of the... I thought 2 Terran players were going to advance from this group. And I don't think that's like a huge surprise. They were maybe a little bit favored. They had great results last season. And I actually thought we were going to see no Terran players advance from here. Like, seriOsity had so much going for him that game, and then he killed his entire army.
Yeah,
and that's
that was a bit suicidal there at the end.
Yeah, I think we were both wondering, it's like, when is this guy going to fight? Because, like, you got to use your units, right?
That was exactly what he should have done, like 10 minutes earlier.
Yeah.
Where the Terran wasn't there with a maxed out army. Because, you know, he just kept running around the map with a maxed out Protoss army with like +2 attack and a couple of arbiters. And he just never pulled the trigger. He was afraid to do so when he had the superior economy. It's just, you know, a bit anticlimactic there. So yeah, we've got our 2 players advancing out of Group A. Gorillage in 1st place, and then TerrOr in 2nd place.